So I have some beauty errands that I need to run today, and I thought I would take you all shopping with me. I have some restocks that I need to do of some products, and also there are some new launches that I wanted to check out. So we're gonna be going into Ulta and Bath & Body Works today. We're also gonna be doing a haul at the end of the video, so make sure you keep watching. I will have all the segments timestamped down below, so use those if you wish. And without further ado, let's go shopping. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and turn your post notifications on so that you never miss a video. So our first stop was Ulta, and they had these sniff fragrances right in the front. They have Crumb Couture now in store. They had Me, Coco Shimmy, and then Hot Cakes all stocked. Excited to see all those in store. Then they had, I guess they're running some sort of buy one, get one 40% off promotion. Looks like they had some Naturium, some Hemps, some Tree Hut, some Redken. And then this collection over here really caught my eye. This is, I guess, is Shakira's new hair care brand. Felt like the packaging on this was really cute, really different. I love the bright colors. Kind of had that like soft touch feeling as well. Very interesting. Okay, they also had Tree Hut's new body line. I feel like this is maybe supposed to be like a more elevated version of Tree Hut. The packaging just looks like a little bit more chic, a little bit more high end, but none of this really caught my eye. Okay, so I was on the hunt for these limited edition Method body washes, but it didn't look like they had them in the regular Method section. I was super shocked at how stocked the Saltaire section was in my store. It's usually like completely picked over. This Pink Beach body shimmer oil really caught my eye. I guess it's also an SPF. I was very tempted to pick that up. I love this AHA underarm deodorant. I have the Pink Beach one right now, but I really want to get the Golden Hour one. It works super well. I use it every night as just like an extra step. I was so tempted to pick up this Golden Hour body mist. It smells so delicious. It is by far my favorite fragrance from Saltaire. Okay, this is the Daisy or Days brand. I'm not quite sure. This seems like it's maybe marketed to a younger crowd, but I still think the packaging is super fun. I was shopping for a body scrub, so I kind of wanted to check some of these out, and honestly I was not super impressed. That was the cherry one, and then I think this one is the pomegranate smell. They all just kind of had like a little bit of an artificial scent to them. I had high hopes for this pineapple one because I typically love pineapple scents, and I also had high hopes for the melon one. I do love a melon fragrance. The only one that was honestly kind of good was the coconut fragrance, which I enjoyed, but it just like, it wasn't good enough. So, okay, moving on to Tree Hut. So this is like the normal main Tree Hut section. They had it stocked pretty well, but mostly just like kind of the regular typical Tree Hut body scrub scents. They also had some of like the Ulta exclusive ones. Like I'm pretty sure you can't get Dewy Daisy or like Bikini Reef anywhere else. But what I was really on the hunt for were the new like limited edition summer releases, which I ended up finding in the back of the store, like underneath a clearance shelf. I don't know why they put them back there. So they had Electric Beach, Golden Sands, and then Flower Milk, which I have used already, and it smells so good. I have already used one of those up. It's almost like a coconutty, creamy type fragrance. Okay, but what I was really excited to smell was Blue Musk, Santal Haze, and Palm Grove. These are the newest scent launches, but unfortunately wasn't a fan really of any of them. The Blue Musk one was not great. The Santal Haze I think was fine. Definitely not my scent preference. And then the Palm Grove one to me smelled straight up like a cologne, which personally is just not what I am looking for in a body scrub scent. I did like the Dewy Daisy scent. This was my first time smelling this. I don't think this one's like limited edition or anything. I did want to give it a little smell. Okay, Tropical Mango. This one actually smelled super good. I was really excited about that one. And then they also had Lychee Kiss. This one was cool because it had like sparkles in it. It also smelled really good. It wasn't my favorite ever. I finally did find those Method body washes I was looking for. They were in some like random display at the front of the store, but unfortunately I was quite disappointed by those. Okay, also in body care, I've seen this before, but I spotted this. It's like a vacation sunscreen, but it's in like, it has a little handle on it, which I thought was super cute. And then they also had all of their fragrances. There's the regular vacation, the After Sun, and then the Grand Cuvée, I want to say. That one smells so good. Probably my favorite out of all three of them. It reminds me a lot of the scent of Moroccan Oil hair care products. So they had Beyonce's hair care line in stock, Sacred, and I thought this just had the most chic packaging. Each bottle looks like its own kind of like sculpture, and it has the appearance that it's almost like made out of stone. The package of course is plastic, but I just thought that this was really nice and really cute. Another thing that caught my eye was the brand Kitsch has body mists. Apparently they're like a hair company, so I guess they're kind of trying to transition into the fragrance world, but a lot of those were out of stock. None of them really wowed me. Oh, I wanted to point this out. So Givenchy Irresistible, I am not usually like a fruity fresh fragrance girl, but that one is so good. I have been considering wearing that one for my wedding. Moving on, I looked at the brand Noise. What I was really looking for were these hair and body fragrance mists. Every brand is doing body mists right now. I've seen some reviews of these and I was really excited to get my nose on them. So the first one was Juicy Chaos, and this one was kind of more of like a fruity kind of scent, fruity amber type fragrance. They also had a honey one. It's called Listen Honey. I really thought this one was going to be my favorite. Spoiler alert, it was not. And then they had Salty, which was kind of like a tropical beachy sea salt fragrance. So out of all of them, my favorite was actually the Salty one. It was very good. It almost reminded me of Sol de Janeiro's Agua Mystica. And then of course Ulta carries the Neimat fragrances. This Vanilla Musk is one of my all-time favorite scents. I honestly didn't think I realized they carried an eau de parfum of it. I think they're just always out of stock every time I'm there, but that was very tempting, especially the Travel Mist. I was so close to purchasing that because that is one of my all-time favorite scents. And then there was this brand I had never seen before, Octavia Morgan. It looks like it's supposed to be like a Byredo dupe brand. The only one that I liked was that Midnight Orchard. Okay, moving on to skincare. I am so happy to be seeing Asian skincare in stock at Ulta. That is just so exciting. They even had some stuff from one of my favorite Asian skincare brands, Skin 1004, but they just are starting to get more and more selection every time I'm in the store, which makes me so happy to see. I love Asian skincare. This Evian mist is absolutely amazing, and I was very tempted to pick up this travel trio. They're like little travel size minis of the Evian mist, and I am gonna be traveling this summer. I also noticed they have these like different color mists, but unfortunately I checked and they include fragrance, so that is a no-go for me because I have very sensitive skin, unfortunately. All right, Bioma. These are some of my all-time favorites: the Hydrating Milky Toner, the Brightening Toner, and then also the Balancing Face Mist. If you are looking for any kind of toner, and especially if you're on a budget, Bioma is an amazing brand. I love this Barrier Repair Eye Cream, and then also I used to use this hydrating serum all the time, like religiously in my routine. What I was specifically looking for was this Coco Kind Peptide Fine Line Eye Gel. I love that stuff. Okay, moving on to e.l.f. I noticed they have this new Incredicurl mascara. I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to be duping because I know e.l.f. is like honestly just kind of a dupe brand now. I'm in the market for a new lip balm. So these Glow Reviver lip balms I have not tried yet. They definitely are looking like they're supposed to be a dupe for Summer Fridays. Okay, these little Squeeze Me lip balms are so cute. They are so tiny and they have a lot of different scents. Okay, these are some of my favorite lip liners of all time. I just wanted to quickly give them a shout out because they're only $2, okay? And they are so good. They're not the longest wearing, but like it's also a $2 lip liner. It looks like they've also expanded their range for their like Halo Glow wands. So they had they have some new highlight colors. Okay, they were almost completely sold out of their new Halo Glow Skin Tint. I have given this a try. Unfortunately, the shade that I picked up for Light Neutral did not look very good on me. It was not a match by any means. So I need to try this again, maybe with a different shade. I'm thinking of trying this Fair Cool shade. I think that might be a better match for me. And if I'm paying $18 for a drugstore skin tint, I want that to at least be a decent match. All right, so I knew I needed a restock of my favorite eyeliner, so I stopped by the L'Oreal Gondola, and they have just so many products. I love this Longwear Mechanical Gel Eyeliner. Also, this is new to my store. They have the Versed makeup, which I am so excited to try. So they have their tinted sunscreen. They had all of the shades in stock except for the one that I thought might be my match, so I did not pick that up. And then the concealer, the luminizing drops, and then also it looks like they have a lot of these like blush and bronzer balms, and then also like a highlight balm, and then some lipsticks. So I'm excited to go back and maybe pick one of those up. This is also new. They have like a Sachu gondola where they have the peel off lip liner stain, also some like eye and face products as well. I know these were so viral, or honestly still are so viral. They had almost every shade in stock, but that was just fun to see. It's fun to see these brands coming in store. All right, and then I also wanted to check out these new blushes from NYX. These are the Fat Cheeks. I don't know really though if any of these shades would be for me. I think maybe that bright pink or that more neutral pink would be more my vibe, but I'm not quite sure. I've also been meaning to try this skin tint from NYX. So if you've tried it, let me know what you think. I am quite curious. And then they had all of their Butter Glow line, including the new Butter Glow highlighters. I thought there were some really pretty shades here, also some kind of unique shades. So I think this would work for a wide variety of skin tones. I thought this icy, like mint blue green type color was really pretty. And then also this like purple lilac one was gorgeous, and I could honestly probably use that, or the pink one was like a blush topper. These are like brand new. These are the Blurred Matte Lip Balms. They're like smushy lips, I think they're called. Yeah, smushy lips. They are weird. I don't think I'm brave enough to try these yet, but some people have said they're good. I just don't know how I feel about a matte lip balm. My last stop in Ulta was looking at these Morphe eyeshadow palettes. They had some 6 pans and also some 12 pans. Okay, so Ulta was a success. It was so crowded in there though. I picked up quite a few goodies in there, so I'm excited to show you guys those later in my haul. We are gonna run into Bath & Body Works now, and I'm gonna go pick up a few things in there. Today's their like $5.95 body care sale. It's not like every body care product. I'm pretty sure the scrubs are not on sale, and like the body butters, I think. If by some stroke of luck the body butters and the scrubs are on sale, I'm definitely gonna pick one of those up. But otherwise, I just wanna go look at their Summerween and their Fall Traditions collection and the new vanilla line. So I'm so excited for that. And let's go ahead inside. All right, now into Bath & Body Works. So they had their Summerween collection just right at the front of the store. So of course there is Ghoul Friend, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not like. For whatever reason, to me, it smells like a nail salon. That's what I get from it. I don't know what to tell you, that's just what I get from it. They also had Wicked Vanilla Woods out in front as well. Unfortunately, they did not have any mists of this, which is what I was interested in picking up. And it also didn't look like they had any lotions either, now that I am looking back at the footage. Okay, Ice Cream Float. I kind of want to do a full deep dive of all of my thoughts on Summerween, but unfortunately, Ice Cream Float for me just like was not as great as I wanted it to be. I wanted Ice Cream Float to be more vanilla. I was really happy that they kind of were doing something different, but it's just not for me. I thought that was a little cute cauldron pocket bag holder. If you are looking for a Coca-Cola scented perfume though, Sniff makes one that's really good. It's like a spicy Coca-Cola, and then also Kilian has a good one, but of course that one's a little more expensive. Candy Apple Cauldron, they do not have a body care, but they did have the candle and hand soaps. I thought the lid on this was extremely creative and extremely fun. Not necessarily my taste, but it was cute that they had it. I really did like that scent. And then also I noticed too that the lids on these candles are so cute. They kind of look like almost quilted in a way with like little skulls. I really liked that. I also got my nose on the Bootown Bakery Wallflower scent from the Frankenstein's Bakery collection. I wish that they would have come out with body care in that fragrance, because I thought it was a really fun, like true gourmand. And for this collection to be called Frankenstein's Bakery, I wish that they would have had like a cake fragrance available to us. I know they came out with that like member exclusive candle, but I don't know. I want body care that smells like a cake, especially if you're having a Frankenstein's Bakery themed collection. Okay, Vampire Blood. I don't know about this packaging. I don't know if it's necessarily my vibe. I do like the lids, I will say, on the 3 wicks and the single wicks. I think that they're really creative and that's fun to have, but I almost feel like the packaging kind of looks like, to me it looks like they put a prompt into ChatGPT that said, can you make a slightly feminine, spooky looking design, and then threw that on candles and body care. It's just not my taste. I know a lot of people like it, so I'm very, very happy for them, but that's just my personal opinion. Vampire Blood was the only one with this unique cap. It had this like heart and bats. I think that's cute. I think that's creative. Okay, they also had a ton of fall candles out. I was so excited to see my girl Marshmallow Fireside back. I love Marshmallow Fireside. This is like a smoky, sweet vanilla marshmallow scent. It's just so good. but I'm getting so excited for fall. And continuing on with some more of the fall scents, they had a wonderful pumpkin pecan waffles candle out, along with flannel and sweater weather and white pumpkin, as well as I forgot to mention before, they had pumpkin carving in a candle and a pocket back and hand soap. I loved pumpkin carving. I wish that they had pumpkin carving in the body care. I would have definitely picked that one up. I thought that one was very, very yummy. This like camp themed fall collection I think is also super cute. I feel like this is the perfect like transition, like late August, early September type vibe. Acorn Lane is so good. And then they also had these new, I think these are like the White Barn candles. And I know Moonlit Goddess is new, and that one was fine in my opinion. I know some people really do not like it. I thought it was fine. Just maybe not for me particularly. Moving back to the Campfire collection, I also really liked this freshly brewed coffee scent. This is a true coffee fragrance. And then they also had the Campfire Cocoa, which in my opinion just kind of smells like hot cocoa and cream repackaged. All right, wrapping up fall candles, because oh my goodness, did they have so many fall candles. I was also looking for pumpkin spice latte and salted butterscotch. So I think salted butterscotch would smell really good warm. For its burning, it was a little tiny bit stinky. And pumpkin spice latte was really good. Okay, honestly, what I was most excited for out of all of this was the vanilla collection. So they had Vanilla Ease and Vanilla Cafe added on to Vanilla Romance to create this like vanilla line. Vanilla Cafe smells so good. So I had a couple of rewards. So last week when this one was released, I ran to my local store and I picked up the mist and the body wash, and then I purchased the body butter. And then Vanilla Ease, I wanted to give it a second chance because the first time that I smelled it, it wasn't very good. People were saying it smells like a dupe of Burberry Goddess, which I did not agree with in the body butter and the body lotion, but I did give this one another sniff and I will share my updated thoughts during the haul. And then of course there's Vanilla Romance, which she's wonderful too. Okay, kind of tucked to like the side was the wellness line drop. So they had their rich espresso, Coco Shea honey, and then the milk scent. I purchased milk when it was released last year, so I'm happy to see that one back. It smells good, it really does. I would say this is more like an oat milk scent as opposed to like a dairy milk scent. The honey scent, I'm not particularly the biggest fan of the scent of honey, so this one I don't think was for me, but if you like the smell of honey, it was really good. In my opinion, the rich espresso scent is honestly like if you had the smell of coffee with like a touch of men's cologne. That's kind of what it smelled like to me. I think it would make a really good layering scent and also leans way more unisex. Okay, scratch what I said before. I think what I was most excited for was the fall traditions. I was so excited to smell champagne apple and honey. Not my favorite, but it's definitely not a bad scent. I am excited for the apple scents to come back. I do feel like champagne apple and honey is a little bit more of just like a generic apple fragrance. And then, oh my gosh, okay, Book Loft. I love Book Loft. If you haven't watched any of my other videos where I've talked about Book Loft, you know that that is one of my favorite scents. So when I heard they were coming out with it in body care, I got so excited. And then they had Sweater Weather, which also was kind of an apple scent. This one is definitely more of a unisex apple scent. This one by far has my favorite packaging out of all of the fall traditions that are released. This one's good. I might go back to pick it up. It's a little bit fresher. And then Glazed Pumpkin. Again, Glazed Pumpkin, you will hear more of my thoughts on this in the haul, but overall, I'm very excited about this line, and they were very well stocked in my store. Okay, here I am, just saying hello, checking in, hi. Okay, also wanted to show you guys too, this is everything my store has left over from semi-annual sales, so all the stuff is 75% off. It's honestly, in my opinion, definitely just the leftovers. They did have some Pink Watermelon Blast, they have a lot of the Christmas in July collection. They also had a ton of the Eucalyptus and Spearmint body butters, as well as a lot of the like dog collection, and then some Firecracker Pop body creams, and then just like other than that, just like a lot of lotions and body creams. They did have this one Rogue Vanilla Suede, which is kind of confusing, but overall it definitely seems like semi-annual sale is definitely winding down. They also had some of that pink collection, Blue Raspberry Burst, and then even more of that body butter. So I did go ahead and smell some of the pocket backs, and this is a video of me right after I smelled a pocket back and some squirted up into my eye, and so it started watering, so that was really fun. I also took a look at some of their pocket back holders. So I love this little cooler. I feel like that is so camp. I honestly would love to have that on my keys. I think it's so cute and so camp. And then they also had this bear in a sleeping bag. And then they also had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich up there. I should have zoomed in on it. They also had a big collection of the spray-on hand sanitizers. And I almost picked up the sweater weather one just to have something in the sweater weather scent. Okay, on my way out of the store, I realized that I hadn't smelled the new men's fragrance To the Moon. And honestly, I know a lot of people don't like this one. I thought this smelled so good. Like, honestly, I would wear it, I would use it. Okay, another very successful trip. I have a bag here filled with all sorts of goodies, so let's head home and do a haul. Okay, we are back from our shopping trip and I have a haul for you. So I'm gonna start first with the items that I picked up from Ulta. So I had a few things on my list that were restocks and then a couple extra things that came home with me, but what are you gonna do, right? Okay, so the first thing that I picked up is from Tree Hut. This is their Tropical Mango Sugar Scrub. In my opinion, this was the best one of all of the ones that they had there. I also liked the Lychee Kiss one, I think it was, that had the sparkles in it, but this one smells so good. This smells like a sweet, juicy, tropical mango, which I guess makes sense. The name of it is Tropical Mango. So, but it has a little bit of like a floral hint to it, and then it's not too sweet. So I thought this one smelled really good, so I'm excited to have this one in my shower. So the next thing that I picked up is the Cocoa Kind Fine Line Eye Gel. So I talked about this before, and when I was using it, I was like, this is pretty good, like it's not bad. And then as I got to the end of it, I was like, oh, I actually really like this. And then in my most recent empties video, I had completely finished it up, and ever since I had not had it on hand, I missed it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick it up. I just feel like this one's a really good daytime eye cream. It wears super well under makeup because it has more of a thin consistency to it. It also has like a light pink color, and it also has like a little bit of like a tacky finish, which I feel like it makes a good like makeup under eye primer. I feel like if you use a product up completely and you are missing it, that's a sign. That's a sign. It's good. It's really good. Okay, another restock. This is the Infallible Grip Eyeliner from L'Oreal. I am at the very, very end of my last one that I bought of these. This is just such a good eyeliner. I have the shade Brown Denim. I use this to tightline my upper waterline. It stays all day. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It has a creamy formula, but it's not too creamy, so it definitely like stays on your upper waterline. It's just so good. This is like a absolute must-have for me. Okay, next up, I got the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. This is in the peach scent. I don't know about this. I am out of lip balm. I'm not technically out of lip balm, but I did accidentally run my Laneige through the washer and dryer, so it is no longer usable, which is quite unfortunate because it is an expensive lip balm. So I ended up just picking up this one from e.l.f. because it's only, I think it was $4. I think this is a re-release of an old lip balm, or maybe a reformulation of an old lip balm. I'm not quite sure, but I thought peach scent sounded good, and it's a little itty bitty guy, but I figured for $4, like, let's just give it a try. Okay, the last thing that I picked up from Ulta is the e.l.f. Incredicurl Mascara. I'm always so interested when e.l.f. releases a new mascara because they're kind of just like a dupe brand now, but they've had some really, really good mascaras in the past. They're always trying to dupe like Thrive Cosmetics or like Benefit, things like that. And so I'm not quite sure which one this is supposed to be a dupe for. It looks like it has like a curved natural bristle wand, so I'm gonna have to look up what this one is supposed to be duping. Overall, it was a very successful Ulta run. I don't think I went too overboard. I got everything I needed. I really only picked up one extra product, so I'm very proud of myself. I will let you guys know about the lip balm and the mascara because I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. And hopefully that lip balm is good because that'll save me lots of money in the future. Okay, so moving on to our Bath & Body Works haul. So they had a total body care promotion. They weren't advertising the promotion in store, but you could either do like a buy online pickup in store order and use a code, or you could show the cashier a barcode and then get the promotion. Okay, so I have a lot of thoughts about a lot of the new body care that has recently been released at Bath & Body Works, specifically about their like Summerween collection and then also their new fall Traditions collection and the vanillas. So I think I might do a separate video where I do a full like deep dive into all of those fragrances so that I can like take a lot of time and really, really chat about those. But I will be sharing some thoughts, of course, in this video, and you guys will get a pretty good idea of which fragrances that I like. So first up, they were running a deal on PocketBacs, so I picked up a couple. They were only $1. So this is the pumpkin pecan waffles. They don't have the pumpkin pecan waffles in body care this year, and the candles weren't that great of a deal today, but I did want something pumpkin pecan waffles. And I don't know if I'm like fully ready to commit to like a 3-wick candle of it. It is very like sticky sweet, but it does smell good. So I also got marshmallow pumpkin latte. I wasn't crazy about the marshmallow pumpkin latte fragrance mist last year. I felt like it was super weak. I think marshmallow pumpkin latte, like the idea of it is like probably my dream scent, but for some reason just wasn't my favorite. But I like it a lot in the PocketBac. It's really like cozy and sweet, and it's not too pumpkin-y or too coffee-y. Very excited for that, so I'm looking forward to using these. So I love Book Loft very, very much. I think it smells very reminiscent of Diptyque's L'Eau Papier. It smells extremely high-end, and it's this like gorgeous, creamy skin scent. I am a vanilla girl, but I honestly might be even more than a vanilla girl, a skin scent girl. So when I heard Book Loft was coming out in body care, I got very, 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 very excited. So I already used my free reward on the mist the day that it launched because I was just so excited to get my hands on it. I couldn't wait to have it in my collection. But I wanted to wait to get the body care until they were doing some sort of sale because I'm not paying full price. And don't worry, the rest of the haul is not all Book Loft, but I did want to kind of get this out of the way before I move on to the other fragrances that I picked up. So I got 2 of the Book Loft body washes. I was honestly very tempted to get a duplicate mist and get like everything in like duplicates, but I was trying to be realistic and responsible, so I didn't get like a million of each, but I did still get 2 of these because I know I'm gonna use these up. I go through the body washes, I feel like, pretty quickly. These also don't really go bad, so I thought it would just be good to have 2 because I know I'm gonna go through these, and I know this is one of my favorite scents. I don't think I actually have any backups in my collection of fragrances in the body wash, but Book Loft, it has a very special place in my heart, so it's worthy of 2. So next up, I kind of broke one of my own like rules for purchasing from Bath & Body Works, and I bought a Book Loft body cream, okay? These things just go bad really fast. Something about this scent in the cream formula is just like next level. Like, it's even creamier, it's even cozier. It's just so good. And I love the body cream formula, unfortunately, because it does go bad so quick. I prefer the body cream formula to the lotion formula, but unfortunately I do end up usually picking up the body lotion formula because this just goes bad quicker, and the body lotion formula lasts a pretty long time, but I just could not pass this one up. It just smells so good. And I honestly don't have a doubt in my mind that I'm gonna use the body cream up. Okay, and I guess I don't really know why I bought this, but then I also kind of do know why I bought this because I'm worried about the scent going away, and so I wanted to get products that I knew were gonna last. So I also picked up the lotion, just so that I always know that I'm gonna have something on hand that's gonna layer with the mist. Like, I will definitely go through the full body cream first and then move on to the lotion, you know, good to have on hand. Okay, next up, moving to a different scent. I got a body wash in glazed pumpkin. I like this fragrance. Sometimes I feel like with gourmands at Bath & Body Works, they can either like be so delicious and I want to eat them and they smell edible and amazing, or they like kind of slightly pass over into like the spoiled milk, nasty kind of category. For example, like the pumpkin pecan waffles candle, I think it's like, I mean, it's very sticky and heavy, so like it's not really a summertime thing, but I can handle that one. But like the pumpkin s'mores candle, that one moves over to the like the nasty side of things. Glazed pumpkin, I feel like, is towing the line for me. This one is notes of vanilla glaze, caramel woods, and pumpkin cream. I got it in the body wash because I want to think a little bit more about getting the mist or the lotion. I think the mist smells very similar to Sol de Janeiro 71. However, I prefer 71 to glazed pumpkin. So it doesn't make sense for me to have the glazed pumpkin mist and the 71 mist just because they're like in the same family, but I know I'm gonna use a body wash up, so I picked this one up, and I think this one will smell really good in the shower, but I think that's a really fun one for fall. So the last thing that I picked up was honestly kind of a surprise. So a couple weeks ago when the new vanilla collection released, I went immediately in to go smell because I'm a vanilla girl. I'm a vanilla girl. But the first day that I went in Vanilla Ease, I only smelled the lotion and the body butter. and I didn't smell like the mist or the perfume. So I ended up picking up a Vanilla Ease mist, which honestly surprised me. But today they had the little perfumes out. I decided to just give it another chance. But for whatever reason, the actual like spray mist version of this fragrance smells, in my opinion, worlds different than like the lotion, the body butter, and the body cream. In the mist, you get the vanilla. You get that like Burberry Goddess-esque type fragrance. And I do not say that lightly because I am a Burberry Goddess girl. But like when I sprayed the perfume, I was like, this is a Burberry Goddess dupe. And then same with the fine fragrance mist. This also smells like Burberry Goddess. So I could not pass this one up. This one is notes of lavender blossoms, creamy vanilla, and soft cedarwood. So I had to pick this one up. I had to pick it up. It is so good. I get so much more of that creamy vanilla. It blends so well with the lavender, and it's just delicious. All right, so that is all for my shop with me vlog and haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I post new videos weekly. Make sure you leave me a comment of your favorite product from this video or any thoughts that you have. Give this video a like, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.